Hello everyone, Flash here, and here is the start of my F1 22 My Team career. What a career this is going to be. So, as you can see, we're starting off, waiting to choose what career path we're doing. Obviously we'll choose my team, but sorry for the lack of uploads. I mean, YouTube's not been great, and F1 22 has been a bit rubbish. So, yeah. But we're here now. So, midfield challenger then is what we are going to pick. I was thinking about changing my mind to go to newcomer, but no, deciding to go with the midfield challenger. Right, I am thinking to go with the full season calendar, but I don't know because on last year's game and other games, some races haven't been that great and won't be amazing to record, like Monaco, such, and because it's hard to get loads of clips. Anyway, maybe we'll add that in the future. But we're here now, 16 races: Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Imola, Azerbaijan, Canada, Great Britain, Austria, Hungary, Belgium, and if I scroll down, we should get Zandvoort. I think next after that is Zandvoort, Italy, USA, Mexico, and Abu Dhabi. Yes, I am right, as I fumbled that up massively. So, as we look at the calendar for this career, I don't really know how good we're going to do. I think probably with strong tracks of Bahrain and Saudi. I'm just going to skip over this bit because don't really need to know what settings are running. The only thing you really need to know is using like immersive safety car and stuff. And now, here we are. I have elected to use my team icons because I just want to sign like one. I don't want to go for like Michael Schumacher or something because I don't know, that won't be really realistic. But you will find out who I'm going to sign very shortly. I almost skipped it, but then I realised you can't. You can only sign F2 drivers, which is annoying. But as we get ready to load in, and this is going to be a bit of a longer bit as we start the career.
First things first.
So here we are then, so I'll skip over the making driver part because you don't really need to know, but this is the bit where hopefully if you would be interested, I'm going to copy one from my helmet design from one of my two-player career modes because I love the helmet design, and I always make the mistake, you need to make the suit, and the suit's going to kind of be like the livery, but unfortunately I had a really good livery, but it doesn't allow you to use sponsor decals, or however you say the word, which is so annoying. Like, it was such a good livery as well. Anyway, as we are now customising as this very unique, as I can't even say what it is now, race suit, trying so hard not to do an error and repeat myself over and over again. Anyway, so yeah, and so I choose some ready-made gloves I think I've made in that save, I don't know. Anyway, just leave the character pose, race win, victory call stays the same. So we now advance to team details, and now this is where you're going to know where I saw my teammate. You already know what engine supplier I'm going for, but I'll just keep that bit secret. Is it the team Flash Former Racing? I might change it in the future, but so far it's just going to be that. But hopefully, if we can get through this career mode, big plans will come in. I've got a plan for season 3 or 4. As the sponsor I go with is Serene. It's one of it's really where I think we'll get P6 in the constructors. We'll get P5 in the constructors. Get a decent gold bonus and weekly income as well. And if we talk about more of our teammate, I was thinking about signing someone better, but my teammate that I signed, I've seen career modes with people using the driver. He is very good. He is what I think may be the lowest rating of icon drivers. So, but he is a pretty good driver here. As we are going to go Mercedes, they're not the best in power, but the durability is key. Because on this game, when you figure out if you have, after you've done like all the minor upgrades and quite a few of the majors on durability, you just don't get engine failures. Because I've got career mode now where I'm in season 4 and I think there's like 10 upgrades left in the durability, and I've literally not had an engine failure in that career mode, even with them switched on the maximum settings. Here we are then, driver decision then, and we are going to, you can see all the icon drivers. I was thinking about signing one of like the big boys, but I couldn't really with the money for the team. But I was thinking also signing Jenson Button, but I decided, as you can see some of the younger drivers there, I was thinking about going with Thierry Pourchaire, my favourite F2 driver, but I am going to sign the one and only, the guy who just hasn't, I don't understand how this man hasn't had a race win or even a podium. I don't understand how he hasn't. But Nico Hulkenberg is being signed, hopefully to break his streak of finally getting on the podium after about nearly like 200 races or something. He's done. He's not been on a podium. So that's really most of that setup. We've got Serene as a sponsor, Mercedes as a power unit, and Nico Hulkenberg as a teammate. 83 rated, 79 focus. That is decent for a driver. Livery select. I was going to cut this bit out, but I think you guys would like to see the livery. I also make a little mistake. I changed the team colours, but I will change those. So if you wonder why they look a bit different, it's because I've changed them. So I looked through here to try and find a livery, but I decided I'm not happy with the ones I've made before. So I'm going to make a brand new custom one, and that end one I'd love to customise. Here is the bit of an annoying part of the video where this livery here comes along, and it's a pretty decent one, and I've customised it, and it is looking to be a lovely livery. But I mean, well, you'll figure out why in a minute, but as you can see, you kind of have like a Porsche reminiscence in a way. This livery reminds me of like a Porsche or something. So as we copy that, and then I think what we do is we just darken the blue, and then we'll try and change that to gold. Do we? I don't know, we change it to white. Yes, we change it to white, and that is a lovely livery. And I'm like, yes, let's use it. But you can't use sponsor decals with it, and it's so damn annoying. And I'm just so annoyed. I can't believe it. I do all of that for a very nice livery, and then that happens, and then I'm just looking for liveries really at this point. I don't know if I use this one or which one I use, but in the end I do create a decent livery. It's not as good as the first one, but it is pretty decent liveries. We're just looking to try and make a custom livery because I was like shocked that you couldn't use the sponsor details because I'm sure I've put them on that livery before. I've seen people do it before, but who knows? But now, as we decided not to use that livery, and then we go in and I have a livery similar to the one we're going to use, but I feel this one is better. So, as you can see, as we're just scrolling through, trying and find one, but this is the one I've used before. It's a very nice template as we've gone off it, but now back on it's a very nice livery. There, look. I feel like this came out like a bit of a pinky colour, but I'm going to use it. But we're just going to leave it like that, and then going to use black there, and then final bit. I think we use white, but I don't really like that white. So I think we changed it to grey. And it's not ridiculously bright, and it fits in with the car perfectly. And I think what I do, I might darken the blue somewhere along the lines, but I don't know if I have it in the video. But I'm just jigging around, see if I can do anything better, but no, I can't really. So after I've done this, we which we will eventually get on to go into the first race, but there we look, we darken the blue. And I think that looks a nice livery. I know the red looks a bit pinky, but what we have to deal with. But the livery itself is pretty nice. It's not as good as the other one that I was gonna make, but it is a very decent one. Yes, I can use it. I thought for a second, I was like, oh no, I can't use it, but you just can't put the sponsors on till you get to the headquarters or whatever it is. I think it's Team HQ or whatever. But as we now do the branding, and I was going to make a new one, but I decided just not to, and decided to go plainly with the wolf that I use, which is a very nice one. And I was going to say, because Ferrari have like the prancing horse, but something to do with wolves. I'll think of something for next episode. And this is where I change this, but I am going to change it. I think that red I will change to white, and then the black will be changed to red, and then yeah, probably, I don't know.
Great, that's everything.
But I will do it eventually. So if you
just
wonder why it looks different,
if you're ready to go, hit
it's because I've just changed it because I don't really like it, and it looks a lot like the Alfa Romeo colour as well. So here we go. We are loading in to a cutscene, talking with Will Buxton, I believe, around the HQ of the Flash former racing team.
Hello, folks, and welcome to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. We're here at the headquarters of Formula One's newest team for an exclusive first look at what they will be bringing to the sport. It's always an exciting moment to welcome a new team onto the grid. However, what makes this occasion a little more special is how strikingly different the cars are this year. Yep, the long-awaited new regulations are finally here, and with them, the start of the next era of Formula One. The 2022 season ushers in a change of direction to the regulations aimed at promoting closer racing, with new aero additions in the form of swooping front and rear wings, along with the new eye-catching 18-inch low-profile tyres that will push tyre technology to the limit. So then, the question remains as to whether this team can grasp the opportunity before them with both hands and lead the charge against the rest of the paddock. We'll find out soon enough, as the new season is just about to begin. But first, let's see the unveiling of the team's car and meet the owner of the brand new Formula One team. Well, first of all, thanks so much for inviting us here today. It's been wonderful to see behind the scenes. As you might expect, I've got about a million questions, so let's jump straight in. It's been a long time since we last saw a team owner take their own car onto the track, and the sport's changed enormously in the intervening years. How are you going to handle the responsibilities of both managing and driving? Let's talk about your teammate. Now, it's clear they're excited to have signed with you, so you've obviously been putting a lot of work into the car. I know it's early days, but how do you expect it to feel out? Most of the other teams can boast years of experience in Formula One. Where do you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains you need to put you within reach of the other? Ultimately, your success this season is going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers. What is it about your car that's going to give you that edge in those battles? And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here at your headquarters, and with such an important deadline coming up, who's getting... Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful to get an insight from you and, of course, to see around the headquarters. Thank you for today. Really appreciate it. And thank you all at home for watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
So, after the cutscene, we are now in HQ, a Flash Former Racing team, and we are ready as we are there to the Bahrain Grand Prix, which won't be shown in this episode. I'm sorry if you really wanted to see it, but I just didn't really. I don't really know, but should have one by probably Saturday or something like that. As we can sign another sponsor, and I believe we signed Lupo. You might be able to see it. I'm not sure, but we will be signing that brand. Yeah, it is Lupo Industries, and it looks a very nice one as well. As we go on to the cars, now we are putting on the sponsors on this car. I might have put a little bit too much of Lupo Industries on the car, but all the big spots you can see is Serene. Looks a very nice car from this view, as hopefully, even with not just a nice car, hopefully the car handles well. So it's a nice one to drive as well. my team cars, some of them weird, like, you can tell the difference. When you have a bottom team, it is not the best for driving. I can't really do with a bottom team. But a midfield team, we are P5 in the vehicle performance, but bit of a spoiler, we do go down and because we don't get the upgrades in. But we are looking to get one for this weekend. We simulate
Hey, boss. I think we could better manage
to
our time by organising some team activities.
the
Head
7th.
to the activities screen to see what we have available.
As you can see, we've got spec 2 on durability, which is good. And I was thinking about buying a part, but I decided not to. So we're going to go and buy, I think, an aero upgrade, or it's a powertrain upgrade for Saudi Arabia. We are P5, I think, in standings. I didn't really catch that, as we now get to there. I think, do we buy another upgrade? I'm not sure if we do or not. Let's see. We buy a ERS upgrade. That'll come in for Australia's. We
had a
have an
major issue on the
upgrade
production line earlier this week.
and the
So the
upgrade.
entire development package for the weekend has failed.
Lovely
Any other developments will need to be ordered from the R&D
lovely
screen.
fails. So as you can see, we've dropped down the order to almost the bottom of the midfield, and that is going to be for the first episode. That is going to be the end there. So if you're excited for the first race, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment or subscribe if you want, because this season, as you can see, we've already got Hulkenberg up to 87 rated. Hulkenberg could be very good for here. The AI is quite high, so hopefully first race is worth watching. Well, I think it's going to be good. First races are always quite good in my team episodes, and I usually get good first races in career modes. But that is it. So really, see you for the first race down in Bahrain. I've been Flash, and see you for round 1 in Bahrain sometime on Saturday. Have a good rest of your day, and see you next time. Goodbye.